So let's learn more about heuristic evaluation. A heuristic evaluation is a usability inspection method for finding usability issues on a user interface in order to address them and solve them as part of the design process and the product lifecycle. A heuristic evaluation involves a small set of reviewers which examines the user interface and analyzes its compliance with 10 recognized usability principles, which are called the heuristics. Heuristic means rule of thumb, and it's a very broad design guideline for human-computer interactions. So it doesn't matter if it's a desktop computer, a mobile phone, or you are designing an interface for a smartwatch. Also, it doesn't matter if you're working for a design for a video game, a website, an e-commerce, or a software. These principles are broad enough to be applied to every type of user interface. This method is also known as usability review or UX audit, and was developed by the usability expert Rolf Molich and Jakob Nielsen in 1990. The 10 heuristics did not change for more than 30 years, and that's because they are broad design guidelines which comes from the basic of human behavior and interaction design. The main goal of heuristic evaluations is to highlight any problems associated with the design of an interface. Heuristic evaluations are one of the most informal usability inspection methods, and it's particularly useful for those teams which don't have a budget for user research activities or don't have a UX expert in-house. With a heuristic evaluation, they can start building a product which since the beginning is respecting the 10 principles of usability. Heuristic evaluation can be made on prototypes which already reached a certain level of detail and on products which have not been implemented yet. The simplicity and effectiveness of heuristic evaluation is very beneficial at the early stages of design. This method does not require user testing, which sometimes can be burdensome due to the need of users and a place to test. Heuristic evaluations requires only one reviewer or a small set of reviewers, reducing the complexity, the price, and time for the evaluation. In fact, most of heuristic evaluations can be accomplished in a matter of days, but still of course depends on the level of complexity of the interface you want to test and the specific purpose of your review. Heuristic evaluations also have their limitations. We should always remember the results are influenced by the knowledge of the evaluators, which are often involved in the project which is being evaluated. They already know the interface and the system, so they are a bit biased. Deeper and more hidden usability issues can be found and detected conducting other types of methodologies and user research activities, for example user interviews or usability tests with real and diversified users. In the next session, 10 usability heuristics and their application, we will deep dive into Nielsen's heuristics and understand the value and the purpose of each one of them. Thank you and see you in the next class.